Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and welcome to the Dice Tower. Today we're going to be showing something we haven't shown for a while, which is one of our Werewolf games. We have a Facebook group which you can join if you want to, called Dice Tower Werewolf. And in this group, which is over 600 people, there are constant werewolf games and other social deduction games going on all the time. Occasionally I run one of the werewolf games, and it's been a while since I've done one because I've been busy moving the studio, but I'm back, and here is the first game I ran. Alrighty, well, let's get started here. I've given everyone their roles, although I'm going to take some time here to explain them. If this is your first time here, don't worry, you'll fit in fine, even if you die early. I felt like maybe just a straight-up traditional werewolf game with some minor variations would be a good way to bring back my return to this. So, this is what we have tonight. We're just having two teams. Oh, well, that's a lie. There's three teams. But it's going to be villagers versus red werewolves versus blue werewolves. So there's three teams. But I've done this in the past, and I've changed some things about it to today's game, so stay tuned. We'll talk about the heroes, the people who should win, the home team, the villagers. If you're a villager, you're an ordinary person, but some of you like that. There's the seer. Each night, the seer can ask me during the nighttime if someone's a villager. If someone's a werewolf, and I'll say yes, they're a werewolf, or no, they're not a werewolf. Also, we have a villager hunter. If they are ever killed by anyone for any reason, they can immediately take somebody out with them. And then we have the bodyguard, but the bodyguard is a super bodyguard. They've been juiced up, trained by both Chuck Norris and John Wick. So each night, the super bodyguard can protect two people.
Ace.
Now, a couple of things to note here. If you are the bodyguard, it would be so fantastic if you would try to think about what two people you're protecting before nighttime, because that would make that time go a little faster. And secondly, you cannot pick either person 2 nights in a row. So you're not actually that super of a bodyguard. So if you pick 2 people one night, the next night you must pick 2 completely different people. Then we have Frankenstein. Frankenstein becomes the hunter, the seer, and the bodyguard when they pass away, if they pass away. Until then, the Frankenstein is just a normal villager. I'll let you know, hopefully, when you become one of those roles. Then there's the werewolves. There is an indeterminate amount of werewolves on both teams, the red werewolves and the blue werewolves. Each team has at least one werewolf, and one of the one werewolf or more is a hunter, which means when they get killed, they immediately can pick somebody to take out with them. The big change I'm going to do here is that werewolf teams can kill each other at night. So if the red werewolves pick a blue werewolf to kill, then that blue werewolf dies. And that's just the way it's going to go. So the werewolves can eliminate each other at night if they figure out who they are. There are 2 Sasquatches in the game. If you do not kill anyone, I will have the Sasquatch join one of the werewolf teams. If the werewolf teams are equal strength, it will be random. And otherwise, it goes to the werewolf team that's smaller. If the werewolves kill a Sasquatch at night, that Sasquatch joins the werewolf team. Otherwise, the Sasquatches are villagers all the way to the bitter end. And I think that's everything. If
the Sasquatches are just going to turn this time, sometimes you used to roll a die.
That's correct. I feel like rolling a die.
Oh, okay.
I'm feeling real chill tonight. I want to do as little work as possible.
If both the werewolf team target the same player, then nothing happens, right?
No. If both werewolf teams target the same player, that player is dead, like doubly dead.
Okay.
Unless they're a Sasquatch.
So we're going to make a rules change in the fly. If both werewolf teams target the same player, nothing happens to that player, because that saves me a lot of rules questions around the Sasquatch, etc.
All the rules are typed in the chat for those who were listening.
Thank you.
Wow, you were listening?
I was listening and typing to give everyone the rules.
Josh, how you feel about that?
Any other questions in
good.
regards to how this is working? Like I said, it's fairly straightforward. I really do love my mad scientist third team, but I'll wait till next game to bring them back. All right. Well, if no one has anything, let's all go to sleep for night number 1. Good night, everybody. All righty. Well, what a terrific town this has been. You started a new steel mill here, and this steel mill seems like it's going to make you a lot of money. You've been subcontracted by the Matchbox and Hot Wheel car companies. Unfortunately, some of you like one of those companies more than other. You divided up into red werewolf teams and blue werewolf teams. And as you can tell, my storytelling skills tonight are quite low because I'm tired from moving. But anyway, there's just multiple werewolf teams. No one cares. But we're going to start here, night 1, by having a meet and greet for both teams. So please, for the love of all it's holy, remember which team you're on and don't open your eyes during the other ones because they'll just kill you. Alrighty, so we're going to start with the red werewolf or werewolves. You can look at each other to see who they are. This is the red werewolf team. All right, fantastic. Go back to sleep. Sorry, folks, I'm still here. I'm checking on something. Alrighty. Blue werewolves, it's your turn to now have your meet and greet. Alrighty, thank you. All right, Seer. Who would you like to know? Are they a werewolf or not? All right, good morning. A new studio called Dice Tower Studios just moved into your neighborhood. And you all go over eager to see the new people there, and you find all of them slaughtered and killed by werewolves. You weep for a brief moment, and then you steal all the games. But later on, you feel a little bad about that, and so now you have a town meeting and are going to decide who to kill for no reason at all. It's good village justice. Besides, you found in the pile of games a game called Werewolf, and it gave you an idea. It's very meta, this whole situation. Alrighty. Your time to discuss starts now.
All right. I have a couple of questions. One for Tom and then one for the
Well, we
village.
better start with that before we do the timed one then.
Timed?
I start timing how long you have to talk. So I won't start the timer, so ask me mine first.
So the question for you is if a red werewolf or a blue werewolf, like is there a distinction there if they die or we just learn a werewolf died?
You just learned that a werewolf died.
Okay. And then my question for the village is if we did want one of the werewolf sides to win, who would we be leaning towards? Like, if we have to lose to the werewolves, which color would we prefer to win?
The purple team, because they're a mix of red and blue. I
Oh,
don't know.
I prefer green.
Lad.
But I could tell you, having already been to Dice Tower headquarters, I did steal a few games recently.
J'accuse!
Okay.
Leave some for the rest of us.
There's no Tanner, right? Okay.
Jason somehow mysteriously
Tanner.
dies during the day.
You stole that secret copy of Blood on the Clock Tower.
I think that's Joseph's favorite game, right?
Wow.
Yep.
So, Steven, with all the werewolf questions, are you actually a werewolf? Because it's kind of odd you're asking so many werewolf questions.
No, I mean, here's the thing: is at the end of the day, like we obviously want the village to win, but like, which werewolves do we hate more? That's all.
Well,
I
I
hate
guess,
them all.
I guess,
so
I guess
Yeah,
since we won't be able to ever know that, it really is a moot point, I would say.
Well, we'll find out at the end.
Well,
I care about these things.
Question.
Right,
there
but
should be
we can't have any decision on that.
Even
Well,
the
and
question
ideally-
is,
there shouldn't be any partiality on which team of werewolf we like. We only are concerned for the Sasquatches. That's it. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
well,
And ideally, we'd want parity among the werewolves so that there's more opportunity for them to be killing each other.
exactly. I
Right.
mean, Steven, the question is, which color werewolf are you? And we know which one we don't want to win.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so here's the thing: is I just thought it would be an interesting question, and it's already brought up valuable strategy conversation.
I think
does
what
have
we
red in
have
the
what
background.
we have learned is I don't know if we
Well, I'm
need
fixing that.
I don't know if we want Sauron leading the charge here.
That's
Mhm.
right.
gonna say he does have a reddish background.
Well, I didn't know what the theme was, so I just put something cool. But I now that I know it's red and blue,
Hey,
here
you're
we go.
kind of matching Julia there. You both
Yeah, I
red
feel like I have
werewolves.
to change mine now.
Here we go.
So you're saying that you are a werewolf, though?
I want there to be parity between the red and the blue werewolves, so that we can crush them.
Oh no.
Hey,
I-
Steven, how deep
Right.
is the hole you're in right now?
Well, I don't know. No, here's the
Getting
thing: if you
deeper
want
by
to
the
kill me
second.
because I say something stupid, that's fine. I can just go to bed. However, I don't do that. That would
You're
be
putting
foolish.
your foot in it.
You're
The
not
sad
making this
thing
any
is-
better.
The sad thing is, I trust Steven. The only reason that he said that is because he was waiting to see if a bunch of people would say red and a bunch of people would say blue, so he could pull out.
Well, I
werewolf.
did
But
think
I
that
don't-
would be an interesting artifact. If some of these people were very strongly opinionated towards one side or the other, I would suspect that they were a werewolf.
I don't think anyone who's a werewolf would have said that anyway, but it was a good try. But I do trust you because you asked that question.
Oh, cool.
On the fact that you mentioned time, does that mean the days are being timed, or you're just timing the whole game overall?
I always time until there's a certain someone has to make a nomination. Keeps the game moving.
And then he starts pushing us. That's when he starts going, I really need a nomination.
Oh no, I'm stronger than that now. I'll mute you all
Oh,
to give you a
okay.
nomination.
No,
You've been working out.
physically pushing us. Yeah, comes
So,
through the computer.
So Peter, do you like your role in your first game?
I like all the roles, so yeah.
Do you like all the roles?
Yeah, I'll play
Where-
vanilla villager every time.
Oh,
I mean, usually vanilla.
It is that time though. I need a first nomination for day one.
I'll nominate Adam to get him talking.
Is there a second to that?
Thank you.
nomination?
Second.
Adams.
Many
Which
seconds. Adam, what's your defense?
Which Adam?
Adam S.
I assume he'll ever meet me. Just go by my nickname.
Yeah, let's big cheese. Yeah.
I assume Joseph would do that. I'm a villager. I'm just happy to be playing with all of you who I haven't played with in months. So I'm a villager.
It's very touching.
Sweet.
Anyone else have anything to say? All right, thumbs. When I say 1, 2, 3, you'll put your thumbs up if you want him to live, thumbs down if you want him to die. There can be up to 3 nominations. You can also nominate to kill nobody. This is nomination number 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I see
Connor.
3 thumbs down and 1 thumb off screen, but I'm going to assume Nick's is a thumb up.
Well,
So,
I
Connor,
know,
why do you hate
There you
Adam?
go.
I know Adam's lying. There are people specifically in here he doesn't want to be playing with, so that I just immediately knew.
Oh, that's true.
The last
Oh, Connor.
That is it.
Adam, he's been a wolf.
We
so
made
that's
up.
fine,
It's
too.
okay.
I assume Big Cheese, your vote was down because it's a Highlander thing. There can only be one, you know?
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that when Adam gets nominated, there's no question that it's not him.
We
Yeah.
have
The
2
secondary
Matts as
Adam.
well, though.
I know. I feel like I don't have anything against Matt J, but I feel like we're going to be pitted against each other the whole game.
Josh, who are you watching?
I'm
Happens,
actually
happens.
watching. I'm watching Connor. I thought that was. He's just making some unusual faces. I think. I'm not used to the thumb over the lips here.
You got to go get the mask, Connor. That wolf mask again.
Do you have like a catalog of his different faces that you can reference?
I think
Oh, I
Josh
mean,
now
I've got-
has a catalog.
I've got a
Josh's
a
entire
big book
wall
of
is just covered
tales.
in pictures of Connor.
Thought we talked.
Yeah, Josh, I wouldn't go too much further with that one.
Didn't we talk about
Little
like,
pins
oh,
on the
I
wall
forgot
and
the meta,
pieces of
I don't
yarn that
use the
connect all the
meta.
points. I know what's going on.
Well, we were saying that because our group of 9 or 10 people that play like almost every day, like not everyone's part of that group. But for us, who play all the time,
You're saying
I know what you're
stop-
thinking.
You're saying I should stop playing so you can leave me alone.
Yeah, I just really hate all this meta stuff. So, Julia, are you the Sasquatch?
No, unfortunately, because there's two this time.
Not that Sasquatch.
I was saying
oh.
there's a chance.
So I guess the question is not are you the Sasquatch, but are you a Sasquatch?
It's not gonna say who she was.
Which color Sasquatch are you?
Favor the red or blue Sasquatch?
All right, I'll nominate Blake.
All right. Is there a second for
Every
that
time someone
nomination?
nominates someone, I have to go, who's that?
Blake shakes his head. He doesn't like it.
There's no second.
just-
All right.
Thank you. You just call on me. or
Yeah,
ask
he's
me
not
to
the werewolf.
talk.
He was eating a salad. Clearly, he's not
Wait
the
a
werewolf.
minute, Steven,
vegan
are you
herbivore.
a Sasquatch and you're trying to figure out which house you would want to go to if we didn't vote?
Ooh.
I know color.
Jason, who previously trusted me, has been swayed by Sonia's bizarre.
If there's anyone who could suss out Sasquatches, it would be Sonia or Julia.
How strong do you feel about that, Sonia?
Oh, about being a Sasquatch? That would be nice, but I'm not.
No, about Steven and his evilness.
All right.
See, I lean.
Time's
I
up.
It's a
lean so that
possibility.
to indicate which house I'm favoring. I'm favoring blue right now.
I need a second nomination, please.
Why did you
But you're
nominate
leaning toward a red.
Yeah, why did you
Yeah.
nominate Blake?
Well, because Blake is very animated, so I figured if I nominated him, I'd get a reaction. But I don't actually know how to read reactions, so I just could tell that he was perturbed that I had nominated him, which I don't
Okay.
know if that means anything.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna nominate Steven.
Steven has been nominated. All right. Is there a second for that? Connor?
I'll second.
All right, Steven, what's your defense? By the way, I just want to side note, very nice to only have to deal with one Steven. All right.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so well, I decided to come out swinging, and I was just curious where that would go. It appears that it's not going well. I don't think you should vote me out. I'm very neutral at the moment, as far as which side I'd prefer to win. I'm sitting in
Or
front
to
of the
be
werewolf.
on.
In front of the werewolf teams, though, they're both behind me because we're the village and we're gonna win this.
Yeah, why would you be neutral when you want the village to win?
Don't listen to me.
All right, this is vote two.
I'm a villager. I forgot to say that. That's for the song. I'm a villager.
So when
I'm
you
late for
die,
that one.
Steven, when you die, do you have your own shovel that you've dug your grave?
All right.
Whatever.
This is vote 2 of day 1 for Steven. Thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness, John.
Sorry, Steven. It was gravity.
And Graham, yes, and Graham hasn't even said a word.
That's
Gravity
18
is
votes
ridiculously strong
down.
in Canada these days.
We know you have a new job that you get up at 5 in the morning, so we want to make sure you get some rest.
That is true.
All right, Steven, you're dead. Thank you for playing.
What? Oh my
You
goodness.
he was indeed a villager. Good night, everybody.
Oh,
All right, let's start with the super bodyguard. Who would you like to protect tonight? Thank you. Alrighty, I'm just waiting till everyone closes their eyes before I continue. Alrighty. The game can't go on until everyone closes their eyes. I'm going to call it names soon. Once again, telling everyone to close their eyes. Hang on, folks. I remember when I used to play with teenagers. Something's going on behind the scenes, folks. Hang on. We'll hopefully be done with this. All right, now we're back on. Here we go. All right, let's go to the Red Werewolf team. All right, thank you. And Blue Werewolf team. All right. Seer, who would you like to know about? All right, good morning, everybody. Well, it was a stellar night if you were not a villager, because 2 villagers have died. Sorry to see the end of John and Blake, both murdered mercilessly. All righty. Go ahead and figure it out.
You said they were both villagers.
They were both villagers, yes.
That's not good because now we've lost 3 already.
Why'd you guys have to kill Steven? I just wanted that day to go on.
He did it to himself.
He was really sus.
He could still have been the Sasquatch.
Stephen was sus.
Yeah, he
Well,
was.
Here's what I will say. I will say this: he could have very well been a Sasquatch. Just
He was just coming up with something to say on day one.
If that's what's considered sus, then the village is doomed. I think last time I was in a Tom game, we had 2 villagers completely derailed by constantly nominating. Anytime somebody said something that was a little like left field, oh, they're suspicious, let's kill them. Nothing he did is something that a werewolf would want to do to bring attention to themselves.
Brandon, that's the okay, but I can use the exact opposite argument. I can do that as a werewolf and be like, no one's going to suspect me. Because
If it was you, Connor, we wouldn't be having the conversation.
I'm just saying.
Oh, Graham, do you have any suspicions? Graham, do you have any suspicions?
I have suspicions on like people that are playing potentially suboptimally with like bad reads, but I don't think that necessarily means they're werewolves.
No, Stephen, like I said in the first turn, he was trying to see if anyone would actually say red or blue to see if he could suss someone out, but it didn't work. It was a valiant effort to be like, so what team do you want to win, the red or the blue? And was hoping someone would jump in and say red or blue, but which is why I read him as good. But
I just see so many wonderful people here, and I just want this day to keep going, and you ended it early.
I don't think there was any strategy at all behind that red-blue question.
I read it as him. I honestly, I read it as him as a Sasquatch trying to target a knight. That's what I think he was.
Well,
like,
that was.
That's what
that
I was.
was
That's
Sonia's thing.
Yeah, and the fact that he kept pushing it and he didn't just drop it. I was like, he's doing something weird here, and I think he's trying to get attacked at night so he can turn.
And oddly enough, he had a background red and blue already pre-made.
Which he would have changed to one color. And he said he favored blue, so he was begging the blue team to attack him. Or at least the way he was acting.
Say you favor blue, but he's leaning to the red.
Leaning towards red.
It could have been a Sasquatch, right? He's dead now. He's dead now.
Let's move past that conversation.
Yes, please.
Jeff, what do you think? Anything you noticed the first day?
Absolutely nothing.
Helpful.
Yes, I am very helpful. I am the most helpful villager.
Did you vote down on Steven or
Yeah, I did. Just
All right, I got a couple things I
I
want to say.
decided, yeah,
First of all, if there is more werewolves total than the number of villagers in this particular game, the werewolves do not win. You have to have more than the other team and the total number of villagers to win.
Okay.
Secondly, it's time for the first nomination.
I haven't heard Josh say much, to be honest.
So was that a nomination?
No.
Well, that's what I'm looking for.
I just want to hear from him.
Well, then you should nominate him.
Okay, I'll nominate Josh. I just want to hear what you have to say.
Is there a second for that?
I'll second it.
All right, Josh.
Yeah, so I was kind of watching Connor the first day, just because it looked like he was chewing on his nail, like he was thinking really hard about something. I actually agreed that with Sonia that Steven was probably playing like a Sasquatch play. But the fact that Sonia called that out makes me trust her as a villager right now. So that's so my one suspicion is Connor. My one trust right now is Sonia. I am a villager, and I'm just trying to watch as many people as I can. So please don't kill me.
All right, this is vote 1 on day 2 for Josh.
Can you remind me? Thumbs up is death or thumbs down is death?
Thumbs down is death. I've always never believed thumbs up should be a bad thing.
Notice that he asked which one's death. He didn't ask which one's save.
I just want to know.
1,
process of elimination.
2, 3. All right, unanimously still alive, Josh.
Dugan, do you have any suspects?
I was on Connor too when he started doing that stuff, so I got the same reads that Josh has, which is kind of odd. Me and Josh has the same kind of reads, but I believe Josh wholeheartedly. So I think Connor is. By all means, Connor is a werewolf sympathizer anyway. He should die anyway, but that's beside the point.
Oh.
But yeah,
I'm suspecting Connor. Even that was mean.
What's a werewolf sympathizer?
If Connor is a wolf, though, he'll probably be able to kill other wolves at night for us.
A werewolf sympathizer? It's maybe a Sasquatch. Who knows?
Joseph, what are you thinking?
I don't know. It's hard. It's been a while since I played one of these huge games.
That's funny that you asked that, Sonia, because I was about to say Joseph's super suspicious because he's not talking at all. I was just about to say that.
I'm not as aggressive as I am sometimes.
Joseph, who did you check night 1?
Nobody. Sadly, it would have been nice to be able to check people, but
what's the cheapest letter you offer?
You're different, Joseph. Usually when someone would say, I wanted to ask your opinion because you're suspicious because you're quiet, you would go into your whole spiel about sometimes when I'm aggressive, people go after me, and sometimes when I'm quiet, people go after me.
Joseph, did you wish that I hadn't said you so you could kind of hide in the background?
No. I don't mind talking.
Okay.
But I don't really have much to go on yet. It's kind of early, so.
Jason A, I feel like you have pretty good reads in games that I've played with you or seen you play. Are you thinking anybody right now?
First of all, thank you. Secondly, not yet, but I have been looking at people who are or looking for people who are disengaged a bit, and I've spotted 2, so I kind of trust those people just on the onset because they probably have a basic villager role. So I don't want to say who they are because if I trust them, I'd want them there near the end with me. That's about it.
I'll nominate Connor. Most Tark has been on him.
Yeah, I will second.
I think that solidified it for me. Josh actually slowly seconding it. If he said he had suspicion on me the first day and second day, I'm surprised he didn't just immediately jump on that. I am thinking Josh is a werewolf because I'm a villager, and if I die, you guys will know I'm a villager. I'd put a lot on Josh right there. Jeff, the reason why I asked Jeff to talk was the first day when Steven was saying stuff like people were getting suspicious. I saw Jeff doing the digging the shovel, digging a hole. And I thought that could be a werewolf just saying like, oh, look at this guy. He's clearly a werewolf and stuff like that. So I just noticed that in the first day. That's why I asked him to talk. If you guys think I'm a werewolf, go ahead and vote me down. I don't know where I'm supposed to put my hands, maybe up in the air. So like, Wolverine. I mean Jason Levine. Why'd you vote down on me?
Because going by round 1 and round 2, I actually think you're more suspicious the way you've been talking. Like you voted down on Adam at the time when no one really else did, and you said, I think he's definitely a werewolf.
3 people did.
Yeah,
I voted down on Adam too.
Barely anyone else did. Most people didn't. Then you're now proclaiming that Josh is a werewolf. So you're like this lone participant at this point. And whether you're good or not, I'm not sure, but it felt like a safe kill.
I have a question for Cameron. Cameron, why are you so suspicious of Ned?
You always pick on me.
I'm not suspicious of Ned, sorry. I don't know why you're thinking I'm suspicious of Ned. I am slightly suspicious of Josh and Sonia seeming to team up together. That's the only thing that I've sort of got so far.
I mean, Josh would be who I would nominate. I don't want to quickly nominate, but that's my number
Can
one.
he be not? I already nominated him. Can he be nominated twice?
Oh,
or-
that's right. He can't be. Or can be, Tom.
You can nominate somebody twice. That's not a problem.
Oh, okay, okay.
I wonder if
This is not Blood on the Clock Tower.
But I noticed that it was unanimous the first time, so.
I wonder if there's any anything to the fact like who got killed, right? Like they're both talking a little bit, like or asked to talk, and they gave their opinions and stuff. And I'm trying to remember. I don't have good enough memory to remember all that they were saying or their opinions. But
John didn't say anything.
John did say some stuff. Someone asked him some stuff, but he didn't talk too much. But I know Blake.
All right,
Blake
everyone.
called him out.
Time for the third.
Yeah, Steven called him out.
Nomination.
So, Alex, why should I not nominate you?
That's not what I asked for. That's so far different than a nomination.
Because I love you, Joseph.
Oh my God!
Kill him with fire.
I found this
all over again.
podcast. I searched Neuramis on podcasts and I found your amazing podcast. But I also found this interview that you did on something called like Bubbler or something. And it's entirely in Swedish. And at some point you say Swedish meatballs. It's my new favorite thing to fall asleep to.
Fantastic.
Okay.
How about
I nominate Alex.
right.
I nominate Alex.
Joseph is nominating Alex. Is there a second for that?
You're trying too hard, Alex. You're trying too hard.
All right, Alex, what's your defense?
My defense? Defense against what? The inexorable march of time? That's the real threat to this village, you know? Sure, I mean, we've gathered here to bicker and argue about abstractions of werewolves and villagers.
All right.
You know, and though I might convince you now, the end result's the same. You know, this village is ephemeral, gone in an instant, like all those that came before it. We were doomed from the moment Tom pressed start meeting. So, you know, if you want to bask in this moment and enjoy each other's company for just a short while longer, vote up for me. But if you want to race headlong into that void, I can't stop you.
I'm doing it right now because wow. Okay, so I don't care if you're a werewolf or not. I'm voting up on that.
All right, this is the third and final vote. Now, if you do vote to keep Alex alive, then everyone will go to sleep. But if there is a Sasquatch left or two, one of them will turn into a werewolf. All right? Thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3.
That'll be nice.
Yep.
Welcome the void.
That's 18 votes down. Sorry, Alex. You're dead. And Alex was a villager. Good night, everybody.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, we'll start with the super bodyguard. Who would you like to protect tonight? Thank you. Then we'll move to the red werewolf team. Who would you like to take out? Thank you. Blue werewolf team. All right, thank you. And Sasquatch. I'm just kidding. Seer. All right, good morning, everybody. I got good news. Nobody died last night.
Okay,
Well,
so
that's fantastic.
a really good bodyguard or
Sasquatch.
or
Were they
Sasquatch or
targeted
werewolf.
the same player?
Or they picked
Yeah.
the same player.
Either a really good bodyguard or two Sasquatches could have been turned at the worst.
Don't say that.
I think they target the same player. I think that's the most likely scenario.
Hear from
I wonder
Matt
who they
J.
targeted though.
There's a lot of people though.
Who'd you say, Sonia?
It could be
Matt
1
J.
and 1.
Scotty, I have a question.
By the way, folks.
Did you get a lot of
By the way,
sun
folks,
recently?
let me pause. I had something written wrong here on my sheet. And let me Alex was indeed a werewolf. Sorry.
I was.
Okay.
Thank you, Alex, for telling me that. I forgot all about it because I wrote it wrong.
Because
on
I
my
was
sheet.
about to come at Joseph Hart. I was like, why are we getting villagers?
I was about to go after Joseph Hard too.
That my read was correct. Like that was my read.
Too quiet.
Who seconded that, by the way?
Ben did.
I did.
Ben did?
He also voted up.
He was talking about Swedish meatballs. I just had to second him.
Yeah, my
At
thought
the
too.
same
Ben.
time, he wasn't saying anything to help the village.
No.
Point.
Usually
It
like
was
that.
poetic, nice to hear, but
Like
not
a
helping
politician.
the village.
Eloquent with words, but meaning nothing.
So back to
Exactly.
back to my question, Scotty. Have you gotten a lot of sun recently?
I just got out of the hot tub. So
Okay, because
That's
I'm just
probably
wondering.
it.
I'm wondering if it's like stress or like you got a lot of sun. Okay.
No. Built a
He's
new
turning
deck,
into a
built a hot
werewolf.
tub. Been having some
Such a
fun.
whole head in it. Like
Thanks, Sonia.
Scotty's running
I think Sonia was asking.
Drink some water, my friend. Your head's gonna pop off.
I'll take some Maker's Mark and RC.
But we haven't heard from we haven't heard from Matt J yet.
Okay. What would you like to know? I mean,
Give us all the
I'm-
werewolves
Give your
in this game.
thoughts about what's going on.
first off, I'm just a villager, and usually when I'm just a regular villager, I just try to hang back for a little bit because I don't really have any information right now. I have a couple people that's I'm a little suspect about, but I'm not sure yet. I don't usually I'm not really good at reading people.
I do love that. Vanillager. I'm going to remember that one.
I'm going to nominate Jeff.
All right, we have a nomination for Jeff. Is there a second for that? Sonia? All right, Jeff, you've been nominated and seconded. What's your defense?
Just a villager. I've just been trying to take a read on people. Like Matt, I am horrible at reading people, and I've just been kind of sitting here listening to everybody. Vote, kill me, don't kill me. Hopefully don't kill me, please, because really I am a villager. So I guess My fate is in your hands, guys.
All right. Well, this is vote 1 of day 3 speech for Jeff. So get thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. Seven votes down. That's not enough.
I've got a bit of a question. Weren't Connor and Sonya sort of button heads, and then all of a sudden they came together real quick there to?
I don't think I've ever butt heads with Sonya this entire game.
I thought Josh and Sonya were sort of on the same
You said No,
idea.
I had-
You
I
said
had-
me. You said me.
Yeah.
right?
I know. I
had-
thought Josh and Sonya were on the
Yeah.
same page, and then you were kind of going after that
No,
side of the equation.
I asked Josh his opinion because Josh likes to watch people, so I was asking his opinion to get the day moving, and then Josh put the talk on Connor. So
Julia, how are you doing over there? Trying to talk people into buying X-Men United again?
You'll be so happy. You'll thank me someday. But I have to admit, I'm not sure I trust you.
I hear birds.
I hear
Yeah,
it.
my window open. Sorry.
Oh,
nice. Very nice.
Works with the background.
Jason, who are you suspicious of?
Right now?
No, tomorrow.
Who just asked me that?
Yeah, right now.
So
Nick
Nick,
says.
now
Nick.
you after that comment.
Okay.
Nick, you asked for that one. Come on now.
Sure.
Yeah, you kind of walked into that one.
Still, I'm unsure about Connor, like I've said. Jeff, I'm unsure about. I just voted up on him, but I'm unsure about him. Besides that, I don't really know much, so that's basically my reads right now. I'm not good at social reads, which is why I play Blood on the Clock Tower more than this, because there's info.
Jason's right on
Oh, wait,
night. That's
sorry.
not very good
And I'm-
social
Why
reads.
does
Even
all
though
my
Joseph-
werewolf games turn into an advertisement for Blood on the Clock Tower?
Even though even though Joseph found the werewolf, I'm super sus of Joseph because of his last video about Blood on the Clock Tower versus werewolf.
And when did the word suspect become so hard to say? We're shortening it. Am I missing this?
Whole
Yeah.
syllable.
Yeah.
All right.
The
Anyway,
kids'
I need a second nomination, please.
I would like to nominate Jeff again. I believe that his defense last time was really shaky.
I agree.
Is there a second for
second
that? All right, Jeff.
I'd agree, but
Jeff, you've been nominated and seconded a second time in a row. What's your defense?
Hey, honestly, I'm still a villager. I know that a couple people don't trust me, but I've just been kind of going with the flow of the game here, and just overall just trying to get reads, and I ain't getting nothing. I am horrible at this game. If you wish to get rid of me, then I guess there's nothing I can do to stop you otherwise, but really, villager, and yeah, so let's get to it.
All right, this is vote 2 of day 3 for Jeff. So thumbs ready. Ready. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
16 down.
A little sus of Jugan too, if that's how you pronounce your name.
Yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Well, either way, Jeff is dead, so it doesn't really matter.
True.
Jeff was a villager. Good night, everybody. All right, we're going to start with the super bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? All right. Moving to the red werewolf team. Thank you. Blue werewolf team. Thank you. And seer. All right, good morning, everybody. I got good news and bad news. The good news is Matt J is dead, and he was a werewolf.
Nice.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting that.
Ooh.
And then the bad news is Nick is dead, and he was a villager.
Well, one werewolf team did good for us.
Yep.
So I was thinking last night, actually, strategy. Because of the two teams, there's always a chance that both werewolves could pick the same person. There's a potential Frankenstein, there's a potential bodyguard, and there's a potential seer still all in the game. The seer coming out with their information now.
Right now, I'm doing it.
Good, Scotty. Go ahead.
Okay.
I didn't have to say anything.
I didn't want to do this after I was nominated. I was just telling my friend who was watching, because then it sounds super sus. So, because I'm a werewolf finder.
Nice.
Night 1, Jugan, werewolf.
Knew it.
Night 2, Connor, safe. Night 3, Josh, werewolf. Night 4, Adam S, villager. And I've got number 5 ready to go. So just protect me and we'll keep going.
Well, and my thought process of you coming out is there's a chance that both werewolf teams target you because they're worried that
it's exactly what I told my buddy.
Yeah, so it's good.
And I hate dying with information.
Yeah, Josh and Jugan both coming after me. I'm a prime target, so that maybe
we've already lost 2 werewolves.
Yeah, and Josh,
we've lost 2 werewolves.
How many do you think we are? How many think we're at the beginning?
I nominate myself.
Don't worry, Josh. Your next turn. Don't worry.
Wait. Should we talk a bit?
We established a long time ago that you cannot nominate yourself.
I nominate Jugan.
Wait. Jugan is doing that so that we don't get time to talk. That's the werewolf.
Oh, he's doing it. He's the werewolf. That's why the other werewolf is nominating him.
We really have a bunch of werewolves.
I need to pause. Who nominated Jugan?
I did.
Is there a second for that?
Can Jugan second himself?
Wait, no.
Okay,
I'll second it. Joseph, it's going to happen anyway.
Oh,
so
Ross is a werewolf as well, though. Like,
Yeah,
why
Ross
would you
doesn't
do that?
want us to have any conversation.
Why would you cut off the day like that?
All right,
because
don't let see your information. We have 2 werewolves ready to kill in 2 turns in a row.
Yeah, but we can talk more. We have
All
time.
right, Jugan, you've been nominated and seconded. What's your defense?
Kill me so I can kill Scotty for the wolves.
That's why you want to be nominated.
See, he goes with that werewolf hunter thing every time too. So.
I don't go with it every time.
So Graham, now you want to kill werewolves as soon as we have them?
What do you mean?
Wait,
you always say that we want to keep them
was
around.
that your entire defense?
Yes.
Okay, so this is
would not
vote
be able to
1 of day 4 for Jugan.
This feels like a bluff.
Call my bluff.
Ready.
I beg you.
1, 2, 3.
Freaking Cameron voting up on it.
Hang on.
Yeah,
that's 9 down. That's enough. All right. Jugan is dead, and he was a werewolf. Good night, everybody.
Told you it was a block.
Yep.
All right, let's start with the super bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? All right. Red werewolf or werewolves? Okay, thank you. Blue werewolf or werewolves? Thank you. Seer. All right, good morning, everybody. I wish I had better news, but 2 more villagers were killed. Connor and Joseph are both dead.
You want to give us information, Scotty?
Oh, and they were both villagers, if I didn't say that.
He did say that, yeah.
Yeah, I got another werewolf.
Oh.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Jason Levine and his bearded werewolfness.
I nominate Jason Levine.
Second.
No, he's the hunter.
All right,
Don't.
Jason's been nominated and seconded. What's your defense, Jason?
This is just a beard. I'm not actually a werewolf.
Okay, these are short.
That's it.
All right,
That's
thumbs for Jason. This is vote 1 on day 5. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That's 10 down. That's enough. Jason is dead, and Jason was indeed a werewolf. But if I'm checking my notes correctly, he was also a werewolf hunter. So he's taking.
Oh, Scotty, my friend.
So Scotty is also dead.
Come on, Frankenstein.
Well, if Frankenstein was alive, they would be the seer now. All right. Good night, everybody. All right. We'll start with the super bodyguard. Thank you. All right, red werewolf or werewolves? Thank you. All right, blue werewolf or werewolves? All right, thank you. All right, good morning, everybody. Bad news. 2 more villagers killed. Cameron and Ross.
So
It's
I'm
day
amazed Ross was a
6.
villager. He wasted 2 of our days.
I guess Frankenstein is dead. There's no seer call.
You're right. I didn't call Seer. I should call Seer. I need everyone to go back to sleep. Sorry. All right. If the Seer is still alive. All right. You may wake back up. Sorry about that.
So real quick.
Did you say if the 2 people that died were villagers or not?
They're both villagers.
I'm saying it now that yes, they're both villagers.
So my opinion, when we have 2 outed werewolves, we have to kill them immediately because otherwise they could have nominated and seconded Scotty 3 times real quick. So we wouldn't have gotten any information out anyway. I know Joseph said it. I know Sonia was trying to say like, no, extend the day or something. But I think we have to kill them
I just
immediately.
knew. No, when Jukin was going to get killed, no, I didn't care about that. When Jukin was going to get killed, I was afraid he was the hunter. But then when Jukin got killed and Jason said what he did, I knew he was the hunter at that time.
Yeah, but we needed
But
because they could have just nominated Scotty 3
Sure.
times. We wouldn't have voted him. Sasquatch would have turned, and we were in worse shape.
We could have, or we could have intercepted that before they got the 3rd one and tried to actually have a meaningful day.
But we wouldn't have because we would have had to nominate half a second before they did, and they would have just immediately nominated. So
Potentially,
either-
it depends if
either
they're allowed
way-
to nominate back to back.
Either way, wouldn't they have gotten Scotty though during the day though?
I'm just saying we weren't going to have a meaningful conversation, so that's why I voted down. I know some people were voting up, hoping we could, but
Yeah, I didn't
Right.
take into account the quick nominations. I was just
yeah.
I don't
Does
wanna
anyone
showcase
else
what
have
you're-
a suspicion on anybody else? Obviously Josh is a werewolf, but does anyone else have a suspicion on somebody?
I don't know why people are suspicious of me. I just killed 2 werewolves in a row, so I'm obviously good.
Right. Continue on.
I'll say who I trust. I trust Adam, obviously. I trust Sonia. I trust Ben.
I feel like we haven't had a daytime action.
White
Like the last
Ben.
time we had a conversation, there were 7 or 8 more
Ben-
people alive.
Ben seconded Al on the 3rd vote when we didn't need to kill Al Daly. Like, there's no if he was a werewolf, like, I mean, he could be on the other team. Yeah, you're right. He could be, but he definitely wasn't on Al Daly's team.
I just haven't heard much from him, so. And I honestly haven't heard much from Graham, and Graham's always on.
Up real early. I trust Graham right now because it seemed
Great.
like a good speech at the beginning. Anyway,
I don't know if I was muted today. I was saying, like, it's kind of me. Our last 3 days, we've had 0 constructive conversation. We've had 8 people die or more without actually talking about anything as a village. So to have any concept of who's trustworthy at this point, I don't know. Like, I feel like we just dropped into a village.
Well, I asked the question
that's fair.
yesterday, and everybody, nobody answered it. Was how many werewolves do you think we began with, and how many we've knocked off? So how many do you think was left?
I suspect a lot based on Tom's comment at the start that, like, if the werewolves in total outnumbered the villagers, then
So 4
the game would
each?
still keep going.
You think it's 4 each? That's a little high considering there's.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm asking.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't.
I mean, the likelihood is that 2 villagers are going to die at night, and then the villagers are probably going to kill a third one during the day. So I would not be surprised if there were only like 2 on each team to start out with, because so far villagers have been dying left and right.
We've had
and we have super bodyguards, so we have like a really strong arm. So we would have extra werewolves.
Yeah, plus they can kill each other at night as well. So
Yeah, so we've got a lot of werewolves, or we did.
There has been two werewolf team games where like there's been back-to-back days where there was no kills. We've had one day with no kill, I believe. So I mean, there are times when the 2 teams of werewolf seem like they're super powerful, but it can actually hurt them because they target the same people. In this case, we're lucky because they targeted. Who died at night? That was a wolf. Somebody. Matt. So Matt. So in that case, like in another game, that Matt J wouldn't have died. There should have been one extra not death, right? So.
All right, folks. I need a first nomination, please.
Josh, who do you want to nominate?
No, I'll leave this one up to y'all.
Okay. I mean, you've been hitting werewolves back to back. So
That's true. That's true.
Werewolf track record.
You're the
Julia's
new werewolf
quiet
killer.
I think
This round I was gonna say Julia's quiet and Lynn's quiet, but then Lynn spoke up, and I'm also quiet. So I was like, I don't know if we want to go.
Well, either way, I need a nomination.
I'm not quiet.
I want to go.
trust me,
I'll
I'm
nominate
quiet,
Ben
you know?
because he thinks there's only 2 werewolves per team, but we've already killed 4 werewolves.
All right, Ben. Is there a second for that?
Sure.
Second. All right, Ben. What's your defense?
I mean, the number of werewolves, I just threw out a number. I wasn't doing any math for that. I was just trying to get across the idea that we're killing, like just a couple of days ago, we had one nomination on Jeff and like 7 people voted down, and then nothing happened. We had another nomination and 9 more people voted down for him. So we've been really keen on killing villagers. That's all I was trying to get across. Apparently there's more than 2 per team. So, but I'm a villager. I'm just a regular one. Don't have anything special. But regular villagers are pretty important right now. So,
all right, this is vote 1 of day 6. Thumbs ready. This is for Ben. There are 12 people. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. A unanimous vote.
Adam, I think we need to hear from you. Adam Cheese.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Adam. I forgot there was another.
Sorry.
I'm not used to that.
I mean, I don't have anything useful to contribute. I feel a little out of practice because I haven't played this game in quite some time. I mean, I did like that Graham pointed out what Ben said about the numbers, because I was wondering how many werewolves had we killed or been killed by the other team. I thought it was 4, and Ben said 2 apiece. And I didn't check out, but I don't know, Ben could just been thrown out a number because Ned, I think, threw out a number as well. Though I like Ned's number. I think there might have been 4 of each team at the beginning. That seems to balance out well with the how the villagers, we had the super bodyguard. And there was 1 or 2 nights where no one died. So unfortunately, I don't have anything else to contribute.
You don't have any new thoughts like that you're thinking?
The people who I was suspect of, I'm trying not to say sus so Tom doesn't get mad.
I hate the butchering of the English language. I never do it.
Of course not. The people who I was suspect of have been eliminated, or I was just wrong about. Some of the people who are left, I just don't have a good read of. Like I can't read Adam at all, the other Adam. And Graham, I've had troubles in the past reading whether he was on the good side, or on the villager side, or the werewolf side. So yeah.
Other Adam is good. He's confirmed by Sears, so
Yeah.
I don't think you can find us at all.
Does anyone remember when we had the no
I can't
kill?
ever read him.
The night we had the no kill, how many werewolves had died at that point? I'm just wondering if
Alex, I think was it.
Okay, so if there were a Sasquatch turned, then it would have made the teams equal at that point.
Yeah. So
Question
Adam,
for Jason.
Well, before we have a question, I apologize. We need to have a second nomination.
I guess I don't get to ask it.
I'll nominate Adam S.
All right. Is there a second for that?
No. Who just?
I think
who
he's
just
pretty
nom-
suspicious.
I think.
Are we just saving Josh for the third nomination, or like?
So I was gonna nominate Julia just to get her to talk, and then that would be our second nomination, right?
No, I don't want a werewolf to hijack the third, though. We should eliminate Josh.
Yes.
He showed me the second in order to get something on the
I
vote.
nominate Josh.
All right. Is there a second for that?
Me.
All right, Josh, what's your defense?
Well, again, that's pretty rude. I've killed 2 werewolves in a row by nominating them. So, I mean, you should have more trust than that. I'm pretty suspicious of Adam S. as being on the other werewolf team. And I guess since you're all going to kill me, I just heard the dryer ding. So I'll be folding laundry here in just a few seconds. So have fun. Good luck to the werewolves. And I'll see you all after the game.
This is the second nomination to see if Josh is a werewolf. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I think Julia might be one too.
That was not unanimous, but Josh still died. Alrighty, Josh was indeed a werewolf. Good night, everybody. All right, we will start with the super bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? We'll now jump to the red werewolf or werewolves. Thank you. And the blue werewolf or werewolves. Thank you. And seer. All right. Good morning, everybody. Fantastic news. Nobody died last night.
Woot woot.
Yes, Lynn, what were you going to ask me?
Oh, Jason, you said earlier in the game, I don't find you sus at all. I just wanted your thoughts because you said that you found a couple people that were intent and that you seemed to trust just based on how they were looked like they were looking for wolves or social reads on people. I was just wondering if you wanted to let us know who those people are, or if you don't.
One of them was Adam, and he's out, so he's confirmed as good. The other person's still in. I don't want to say anything, but I do have a question for Matt. What about Ben made you trust him?
It wasn't so much that I trusted Ben. I keep forgetting there's 2 teams, but he seconded Al Daly when he died, and that was a 3rd nomination. And I feel like if you're a wolf, you wouldn't nominate a wolf on a 3rd nomination, like a 2nd, but then he could obviously just be on the opposite team of Al, so he could still be bad. That was my original read. He's always good because he killed the wolf. But yeah, he could be on the other team. So that's not, yeah.
Adam S. You're the only person that I know for sure is on the same team as I am, so I need to know who you suspect.
Well, unfortunately, because we had no kill last night, you don't know that anymore, but I am still a villager. Peter I have kind of had my eyes on Peter. I mean, I know he's new, so he's kind of skated through, but I've kind of had my eyes on him, and I know a few people have said Sonya's name, but I haven't really seen anything, but I wouldn't be like adamant against her or trying to protect her if she was nominated. But unfortunately, all of the people that I was like, I knew Connor was good because if Connor was a wolf, he would have killed me night one. I know that for a fact. So I knew that he was good. So when Josh and Jugan were both going after him, I was very suspect of them. Unfortunately, I mean, fortune killed them, but they were my biggest read. So that's not a lot of help, I know. Maybe Graham, just because I feel like I have to say I'm suspicious of Graham every game.
That's fair.
Ed, what do you think?
What do I think? I think, well, we know Adam's good. I think Julia's good. I hope Lynn's good, but she lies to me a lot.
I am good this game, but Ned, you have
Yeah,
been
I
loose
know.
with me a lot lately.
Oh, I know. The feelings to me. Yeah, no, it goes both ways.
I am good this game, so
Yeah. So, and I think the other Adam's good too. So I think that narrows it down to Peter, Matt, Graham, Sonia, but I think mostly Jason A actually is my biggest suspect.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning. I just don't know anything about anyone. So, but Jason A and Matt are where I'm leaning. I don't.
Ned, why do you trust Big Cheese? Because he was the one I was gonna.
yeah, Big Cheese is actually the one I thought too.
Oh yeah, sorry. Why do you trust Big Cheese, Ned? So I can. Maybe
I just well, I mean, it's just that I don't get anything from him really. I mean, but there are a few people I've never played with, so I don't really know what to make of them. So I'm just
all right. I need the
first impressions.
I need the first nomination.
I'll nominate Peter.
All right, is there a second for that?
I'll second just to hear what he has to say.
All right, Peter, what's your defense?
All right. Well, let's see. I was mostly sus of Jason, which we got. I was wrong on Cameron. I'm obviously trusting Adam right now. I got a good feeling about Lynn and Graham, which I mentioned. The rest is unknown. I mentioned my top picks are Jason and Matt, and a little bit of Julia, because like me, she's been most quiet. I don't know because I don't have any info, but I'm not it.
All right, this is vote 1 of day 7. This is for Peter. Thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's 1 down. The rest are positive.
Who voted down? I didn't see.
I did.
Okay.
And I did that purely because when Ned said he was suspicious of me, he jumped on that real quick, and that's usually a werewolf thing to do, to start agreeing with somebody.
I was actually getting bodyguard vibes from you. I don't know if you actually are, but
if I'm the bodyguard,
yeah,
I don't think I am.
Okay.
Not sure.
Interesting.
Well, if I was, I wouldn't say it. And
no, of course not.
If I'm not, I would rather the werewolves target me than the actual bodyguard.
So Scotty died 2 days ago, so if Frankenstein's still alive, they could have 2 nights of information. Is that correct? Or 3?
Yes.
Theoretically,
Frankenstein's alive.
Yeah, I mean,
So does Frankenstein take over for the seer? Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Hunter, if the Hunter's in, and Bodyguard.
And I don't know if this was intentional, but the moderator did confirm that we did have a dead seer. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I guess if you have information if you have information on 2 people still in the game, you might consider coming out. I guess if you're also the bodyguard, you can protect yourself tonight, so you may not need to. So.
Yeah, I think Frankenstein should probably come out if there is one.
Okay, I will.
Unless the Frankenstein.
Oh,
there we go.
Yes, I am Frankenstein. I checked Julia. She's good. night before I checked Ross, and then he died, so that was useless. I protected Adam and Adam last night because I'm bodyguard as well.
Oh,
nobody died, so there are various reasons why it could have been. That's part of the reason why I was like, okay, maybe Adam, both Adam, one Adam we know is good, the other Adam may be good.
All right, I need a nomination too, please.
That's it.
I'm gonna nominate Adam Cheese.
All right. Is there a second for that?
I'll second it.
All right.
Is this the third nomination, Tom?
This is the second.
Second. Okay.
All right, Adam, you've been nominated seconded. What's your defense?
Yeah, I'm just a villager. I don't have that much information to give you. I mean, Ned did protect me, but like he said, that only means I might be good for your guys' perspective. I am, but you don't really have much more to go on beyond that. So, yeah, I don't know how to convince you all, but there's not that many of us left. So if you're going to kill me, you better be sure about it.
All right, this is vote 2 of day 7 for Cheese. All right. Thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. It's only 3 votes down, not enough.
So I was thinking Adam Cheese because I don't know if what I'm getting is just the newness of it again because you haven't played in a while, or you are something. So that's what I'm getting. I just don't know.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's the newness of it, but I mean, I understand your reasoning.
Just a request that sort of comment or suspicion would have been more valuable before the nomination.
True, but he was asking for a nomination, so.
Thoughts on Matt? Anyone? So I'm not too sure about him.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
There was a villager that we killed during the day, and me, the Matt who died, Ben, and Matt R voted up on them. And I the fact that Matt was a werewolf and then died, I took note of Matt R and Ben. And
Which villager was that? Do you
I don't
remember?
remember.
Okay.
I don't keep full notes anymore.
Gotcha.
Since Julie is in the clear, yeah, I was suspicious of the big cheese, but I'm heading towards Matt R personally.
I mean, I'm a villager. I don't have anything to prove it. I'm just a plain villager. I feel like I'm trying to be helpful by finding who I can trust, but I mean, I'm most suspicious of Big Cheese. That's why I voted down on him. I'm most suspicious of him. Peter less so. That's why I didn't vote up on him. I think he could be anything. Ben, I was not suspicious of, but then now I'm not as sure. But Graham, I can never read. Jason, I feel like he's giving us good info, but good guidance. So I kind of trust him. And otherwise, I trust Ned and Julia and Adam.
All right, well, I need my third and final nomination, please, for day 7. Or no nomination, in which case we go to sleep.
No, how long do we have? Do we have like 10 seconds here?
Adam, who do you think?
I mean,
Ned, go with your gut.
Yeah, I'm
Why-
gonna die tonight, so let Ned decide it if he has a suspicion.
Matt. I nominate Matt.
All right. Matt's been nominated and seconded. Matt, what's your defense?
I'm a villager. I think it's risky to lose a villager at this point, even if it's just a plain villager. I mean, we could have the Sasquatch turn, but we could have also had Sasquatches already turned early in the game with that no kill. We've had 2 no-kill nights, so there's likely Sasquatches in the game. And that means we could almost lose the game here because we have 11 people. There could be 3 or 4 on one of the teams and 3 or 2 on the other. So we could be in trouble. But it's kind of 50-50. Either kill me and get lucky and hope that there's no Sasquatch, or don't kill me and hope this. Yeah, so I don't know what to do.
All right. This is the third vote of day 7. Thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. That's 10 votes down. Matt is dead, and Matt was a werewolf.
Yes.
Good night, everyone. All right, we'll start with the super bodyguard. Who would you like to protect? Thank you. Red werewolf or werewolves? Thank you. Blue werewolf or werewolves? And seer. All right, good morning, everybody. I have good news and better news. The good news is only one person died. The better news is it was a werewolf. Graham, you've been murderized. All right, folks.
So Graham was a wolf?
Yep.
I
guess
knew-
so.
I suspected him early on. No one said
I didn't.
anything.
That really.
And I have another one for you.
Yes. Who?
Big cheese. You're right.
I knew
yeah.
it. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
I had a feeling.
Take that,
too.
Graham.
No. Okay.
Good job, Ned. Good job.
Okay, so do we think that there's one left? Because Graham, I was thinking there was 2 with a possibility of 3. So with Graham being gone, that's 1. With Adam being the second one, do we think there's a third one?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Adam is the 8th. Adam is the 8th werewolf. So if we think we started with 8, we've had a couple no kills. That means that those were always bodyguard protects or targeting the same person, never a Sasquatch turn. But it's also possible last night someone may have just turned. Or it's possible that, no, there had to be 2 different werewolves for one to die, so they couldn't have been on the same team.
Right.
So, who knows? Who'd you target last night, Adam?
So I was just gonna say I'm gonna follow your logic on
Which
that.
one?
Sasquatch is still. Yeah, I don't know how many.
Okay, so Adam, you're saying that there still could possibly be 2 here on the screen.
In
Adam,
addition,
Because you would
Adam
have had
is
to have.
the 8th werewolf. We've killed 7. Adam is the 8th. So if we think we started with 8, 4 on each team, there's the possibility we've had 2 Sasquatches turn, which would mean there's a possibility that 2 other people are wolves. But that doesn't mean it's the case necessarily.
Right.
I think we've had some obvious targets at night, so I could see that the bodyguard protecting would also be likely. Because like we've had, like last night, Julie was a cleared villager. I would suspect someone tried to kill her. So I could see Ned probably protecting her last night. Or when Joseph called out Alex, I could see easily the werewolves going after Joseph. He seemed like an obvious target, so the bodyguard probably protected him that night, and that's why there was no. So I could see where it's possible the bodyguards have been getting lucky, and that's what the no kills are. But it's also possible it could be, or it's possible that we started with 3 and 3 and both Sasquatches turned and they're already accounted for.
So there's at least
just
one in addition to Adam. Okay.
No,
At least,
no, there's not at least one. I don't.
Well, if a werewolf died last night,
Adam may have killed. Adam, did you kill Graham last night?
Oh, okay.
Let me get back to you on that.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, he's not going to.
We'll keep. Can you tell me tomorrow if we keep you alive today? Will you tell me tomorrow?
All right, time's
Okay,
up. I
okay.
need my first nomination, please.
I mean, do we want to just kill Adam now, or do we play this out?
We could talk
Yeah.
more, but like unless we suspect something else.
I mean, I'm good with just killing him. Hopefully, it ends the game.
Yeah, we could do that.
It's whatever you guys want.
If I had to suspect,
I need a nomination.
oh, sorry, son.
I'll nominate Big Cheese.
Is there a second for that? All right, Adam, what's your defense?
Let's see. Yeah, I'm a werewolf. I mean, come on. Good call on Sonia and Lynn on that. But yeah, I was hoping to make it a little bit longer, but yeah, you should probably get rid of me.
All right. Well, let's vote for Adam, who has just professed his innocence. Ready? This is vote 1 of day 8.
I'm honest.
1. I need your thumb, Adam. 1, 2, 3. Unanimously, Adam is dead. Adam was a werewolf. Good night, everybody. All right, we will start with the super bodyguard. All right, red werewolves or werewolf. Thank you. Blue werewolf or werewolves. Thank you. Seer. All right, good morning. Nobody died again.
Sweet.
Ed, did you find anything out?
I can't hear you, Ned.
Jason is safe.
Thank you.
So
That's
for me,
good.
it's between Peter and Ben, I think.
Yeah, we haven't had a second werewolf hunter, right? We just had one.
Just one.
Leaning
Or the
towards
village
Peter, I
hunter.
think.
I'm pretty sure it's Peter.
I do want to throw this out. I don't want to confuse the village, but it is possible that Julia or myself have turned. I have not, but it is possible. You can't forget about that possibility.
Well, I protected Julia twice.
Okay.
Since I became bodyguard, so
okay.
If
you protected her twice, does that mean she's okay?
Well, no, it just means the likelihood of returning isn't high.
Okay.
Right.
You could try and recheck her next time, but if we don't kill
What it was, I protected her. No, wait a minute. What did I do first? No, I checked her, and then I protected her once, and that was the night before. So if she turned, it had to be last night.
Okay.
So are the people who are safe Julia, Adam, and Jason.
And Ned.
And Ned. Sorry, Ned, of course. Right.
And we also have a village hunter. But
Oh, is there still one left?
I mean, we haven't
Yeah.
we haven't had a villager shoot yet, so I'm
Oh.
not saying you need to come out because chances are there's also a werewolf hunter. So, I mean, if you want to come out and have the werewolf double claim, that might help us all too. But
Jason Levine wasn't the werewolf hunter. I thought he was.
no,
Was
he
there
was
one per
he was a
team?
werewolf hunter. But if there
Yeah.
was one per team potentially, there might be a second in the game.
One red, one blue. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's why when I felt that Adam was the only safe one, I wanted to know who he didn't trust, so that if I get taken out, I'd know who to go for.
Gotcha.
Ned, did you say you checked Sonia?
No, I have not.
Nope.
I the only one, Adam was checked by Buddy. I checked Julia. I checked Jason. Everyone else I have not checked.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
So, to me, Sonia seems pretty town oriented, at least from my perspective.
I think it's Peter because I'm just going back. The list of people he said he trusted include Matt, Werewolf, Graham, Werewolf. He's tried to throw shade on Julia and Jason.
Yeah.
I've had a pretty good game. Like I asked for Josh, I asked for Matt. I was thinking it was Matt R. I asked for
All right, I
Adam.
need my first nomination, please.
So
Of day 9.
not me.
I nominate Peter. He's highest on my suspect list.
I'll second that.
We no longer need a second because we're down to 9.
Oh, sorry.
Peter,
no
what's your
problem.
defense?
Welcome. All right, so talk to Adam's thing first. Yes, I was wrong on Graham. I had that completely wrong. That surprised me. So I had some that I was completely right on. We're down to me, Lynn, Ben, and Sonia. And Sonia's the one who came shooting at me first, so that's my place. So I got to go. I still feel good about Lynn. I don't know anything about Ben, but he's been good answers so far. So I guess I'm going Sonia. I'm good.
All right, this is vote 1 of day 9 for Peter. Thumbs ready? 1, 2, 3. Peter is dead. Peter is a werewolf, but also a hunter. Peter, who would you like to take out with you?
Ned.
All right.
Go Ned.
See you later, Ned. And good night, everybody.
God, so many werewolves.
All right, we'll start with the super bodyguard. Thank you. Going to the red werewolf or werewolves. Thank you. To the blue werewolf or werewolves. To the seer. Alrighty, good morning everyone. Bad news, another villager has died, and Jason, you are dead.
So
I'm gonna nominate Ben real quick.
All right, is it Ben? You've been nominated. What's your defense?
I mean, I haven't changed since last time. As far as I know, I haven't gotten any messages. I'm still a villager. I voted up on Peter just because I personally have had suspicions on Lynn since pretty early on in the game, and we haven't really gotten any information to clear her yet. So I'm of the opinion that she's the last werewolf. Apparently Peter was also, so I was wrong there, but still one in the game, and I think it's Lynn.
Not me.
All right, this is vote 1 of day 10 for Ben. Thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3. 3 up, 2 down. Ben's still alive.
I'm willing to go back on that. I just wanted to
Mhm.
have a little bit more time
Yeah,
in the
me
day.
too.
What are you thinking?
Do you guys trust me, Julia, Adam?
I trust you. I am not a werewolf. I'm telling you straight up, I'm not a werewolf. I'm not. If I was a werewolf, I would not play like this and as aggressive. I'm a very passive werewolf, so I can tell you it's not me 100%.
And I've been playing more aggressive today, but it's just because I'm a villager. I don't know. I just yeah, I don't know.
I nominate Ben.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what to say. It's the same defense. I still think it's Lynn. I mean, I could be wrong, but we're getting down to the wire, and I have to pick somebody that I think it is. It's not me. It's either between Sonia and Lynn, and because those are the only two people we don't have information on. So,
all right,
Julia or Adam could have turned as well.
2 of the 3.
That mine.
All right, this is vote 2 of day 10 for Ben. Thumbs ready? 1, 2, 3. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a win for the villagers.
Yes.
Well done, ladies.
Oh my goodness.
Ned is MVP in this game.
All right, so
good try, Ben.
Before we jump in, let me go over a few things. So I'm going to blame Graham for messing up my numbering at the beginning because I accidentally added an extra werewolf to the red team, which was Alex, which I forgot. Alex got the message for Graham. So anyway, the red werewolves started with 5, and the blue werewolves started with 4. That didn't help the red werewolves because they died off much earlier than the blue ones. The blue ones did kill a Sasquatch, though, so they had 1, so there was 5 werewolves each. The 2 Sasquatches were Stephen, who gets a special award for making the headlong rush to death on the day 1, and the other Sasquatch was Ben, who was turned on one of the nights. I don't remember which one. I think it was night 3. The MVPs of this game are both bodyguards, Connor and Ned. Ned trickily protected Lynn and Julia the night before the werewolves targeted him, so he was able to protect himself. And then I think we all have to give Alex credit for having the best defense speech I've ever heard. Brought a tear to my eye. All righty. I thought maybe I put in too many werewolves, but they survived. The super bodyguard makes the bodyguard a more viable position, I think. Thoughts?
I would also
maybe a lichen.
all the women survived and made the
Oh yes,
victorious.
that's true. I noticed that too. The women survived.
I protect the one night was for the women that I could see. I was like, I don't know who to pick, so I picked Julia and Sonia, and I think I protected Julia that night.
Actually, I think they both, if I remember correctly, I think they both targeted Sonia that night, or Julia. They both targeted one of the two, or something like that.
Actually, the night everyone, everyone found out I was a seer. I meant to write myself down to be protected because I was as a bodyguard, and I slipped my mind.
Oh, I thought you were being clever.
Ned, it made you look like a genius.
I
Don't admit to that.
know. But I was saying, after I did it, I realized what I did, and I was sitting there thinking, going, okay,
No,
well, maybe it's a bluff because
Ned, we thought you were a genius. You never admit that you made a mistake.
I can't.
Well, to be clear, I didn't think he was a genius, but I was like, wow, this is working out really well. Ned's looking like a hero here.
And by the way, Scotty, you set off a firestorm.
Awesome.
I've never gone through 3 werewolves day that fast before. I was like, boom, boom. And Josh, that was
game
great
for you, Tom.
Huh?
I tried to speed up the game for you.
I
tried to slow the game down.
I just have one message to my blue werewolves.
I have to ask. He lasted longer than the other team. All right. I mean, moral victory for the Blue Werewolves.
So Peter, all the shots. I killed Blake first night. Sorry, Blake, I owed you that one. And then I targeted Big because he was super quiet, but he was a Sasquatch. I was like, All right, he
Poor
didn't die,
Blake.
so he's either a bodyguard or protected. And he woke up, it's like, yes.
Peter, I wanted to know, when Ned came out, did you at all think that maybe you should just declare yourself a werewolf and die so that way you could shoot him?
I too late. I thought of that idea. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, I should actually welcome this and walk right into this. And I'm rusty. So
that's why I was nominating Jugan and Jason, because I'm like, I know I'm not a hunter, so let's try to
nominate me at all. Did you?
They did.
Yes,
They
yes, he did.
When you were
Nobody
outed.
seconded you.
It was only when you guys were outed, which thank you, Scotty, for checking them, because those two were coming after me. So I was very happy.
I was on
come after you at all.
I
Yes,
was
you
on
did.
them, Connor.
I protected
like
Adam
during the day,
and
but I didn't
Julia.
target you at night.
No, I meant during the day. Yeah.
I think Sonia and I called out pretty much all the werewolves today. Like honestly, we were like
Pretty
on
much.
the same team. Like,
Sonia called out.
yeah.
You killed all the wrong
I
werewolves.
thought I was doing so well.
Sonia called out the Sasquatch.
Tom, I just
Steven,
sent you a
at the very
message.
Yes, you did.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at it.
Hey, when we beat the Red Wolves, that's all that matters.
Lynn and Ned, I'm gonna remember this for Tuesday.
Hey, I mean, they started with the Escher Wolf. We still beat them, okay?
Alex, I'm
I
probably
think
gonna be
if we weren't for the Red
rolling
Wolves, I think we would have won.
Also,
How many
as a
times did
reminder, for all of you who are rusty, we have games like every night, so you can join us. They're posted on the Dice Tower Werewolf Facebook page. So
Yeah,
some of your favorite Dice
that
Tower
we-
Werewolf
yeah.
celebrities like Connor and Joseph and Jugan and Alex and myself and Josh moderate them.
Honestly, this was so awesome to see so many faces that I haven't seen for a long time.
Yes,
so
it was.
great.
That's the only
Good to be
reason I
back.
joined.
How many times did the werewolves attack Julia and Adam? Because I protected them. I kept alternating between the days with them. and
The blue
they
thing
kept
with that.
leaving.
Did we target Julia?
We targeted
no.
Julia. We targeted
Somebody
Julia
did,
one
yeah.
night.
Yeah.
And
The
then no one
Blues
died,
did.
so you
Blue
guys
Arrows
probably did
didn't.
too.
Yeah, was the day that you didn't protect yourself, Ned, that you protected Lynn, and she was targeted, and then as the seer, you found a werewolf. It was like that was your rock star day, because it was like
Thanks,
three
Ned.
things you did that worked
Thank you
super
so
well.
much, Ned. Much
I
appreciated.
think
I don't
They
think
bounced,
that.
they actually
Big
bounced
fellas.
on Lynn and he protected her. She was like triple
Oh,
protected.
and then the one team killed the other werewolf.
Oh, wait a second. So
Yeah, that
Jugan,
helped.
Jugan and I
Graham
talked
was
about it a
flying
bit.
under
Just
the
quick.
radar.
killed
I
the
was
other.
thinking
Jugan,
Graham was-
Jugan claiming werewolf hunter. I don't know if anybody else. It scared me. It was probably a bluff, but it really scared me. That was awesome.
And once you're outed by a seer and there's no lichens, there's no defense. It's like, all right,
Yeah,
fine, let's get the
really.
day over with. Kill me if you want to lose your
Ross,
seer.
I didn't lie to you tonight, Ross.
Same. I just.
Oh, I appreciate that.
bluff
Thank you,
after
Scotty.
Jugan did it.
Was it red or blue team that targeted me? I don't know. The night that I died.
Oh yeah, I targeted you. Sorry, Nick.
No, it's fine. But it through the night, I was like, damn, because when I found out I died, because I had the perfect defense of how I'm a villager, because I think that was the night. Oh, who died? I can't remember who died that night, but I was the only other one to upvote. I think Jeff died that during the day.
Yeah.
And him and me were the only ones to upvote him. And I'm thinking both the werewolf teams, like, because he came out as a villager, both the werewolf would think that maybe it's another werewolf from the other team, so they would be voting down. So there's no way as a werewolf that I wouldn't vote down. So I had already my speech to say, hey, this is how you know I'm for sure a villager, because it was only the second vote of the day. There's no way, like, if I were a werewolf, I'd be for sure voting down.
Yeah,
with
Nick,
all the
I was calling all the shots to begin with on the Blues, and I was trying to choose people who'd be like, they wouldn't think I would target it. I don't know. You were one of them. Like Ben was before you, but we turned
Alex,
him,
what the heck is that?
Alex, you're freaking me right out.
Oh my God.
It's me and my buddy Joseph. We're just chilling.
Drinking coffee, hanging out.
There's something about the double werewolf teams, the two werewolf teams, that I always find enjoyable, and I thought it worked really well in this one, although the villagers, especially the bodyguards, did well. I want to try out, I always felt the bodyguard is kind of a somewhat nerf position. The bodyguard can protect somebody, but it occasionally happens. Here the bodyguard was protecting two people, and it worked really well. Now, possibly you might argue it worked too well, it's too strong. I'm not convinced of that. I am convinced here that the villagers just played really well and were able to, suss out who the werewolves were. I think
Now I'm using the word, but I think I used it in a different way. Anyhow, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And again, you can join these games yourself. Check it out on the Dice Tower Werewolf Facebook group. I'm Tom Vasel, and you've been watching the Dice Tower.